live from Fly on the Wall Productions on North Main Street in beautiful Barrie, Vermont. You got the Aired Out podcast. Good morning, everyone. Streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutVT.com. We're on Facebook this morning. We're on YouTube. Live. Always live, Raylene. No bullshit. We don't pre-record stuff and edit stuff down and
No, none of that.
do all that. And many do, and that's all right. No disrespect, but we just love to keep it live and keep it real and authentic.
Well, let's
and
keep it real and tell people why we don't, because we don't know how.
It's so true. We don't know how. That's exactly it. And,
Right.
and listen, I'll be the first to say, I think that's worked to our advantage, that we don't know how to edit shit and produce,
I agree.
post-produce stuff. We just let it go as it is. Sometimes, that's language. Sometimes that's a little gas. It depends. What a freaking weekend. Oh, my God. I'm exhausted. And I know you are, too. I mean, we just...
It was crazy.
It was crazy. I don't know where to begin. I was at Thunder Road, and you were running around to multiple places. Thunder Road was just packed. Oh, my God. It was incredible.
I heard it was an amazing turnout.
And it was so nice to chat with Bill and Stephen Donahue and Walker Fitch and Dave Moody a little bit and the Woodards and Caden Fisher. And we saw Paco. He was incredibly busy and had a big crowd of people around him. But we were going to try to chat with him and never got to it. But oh my God. The cars, Raylene. Every year I'm more impressed than the previous
They do
year.
a great job.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing. But anyway, there was a big deal. President of NASCAR was there. They had to get the race in
Well, it
before
was
the rain.
Ken Squire extravaganza.
Yes, it was. Nice memorial tribute to Ken. Rusty Louise was there. It was a little overwhelming. Saw a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Did you stay for the race?
We did not stay for the race. Sherilyn and I ran 100 miles an hour out of there because we were actually running late for Lily's, and I haven't had a chance to tell you this, first motocross lesson. Yeah.
Fun.
With the world famous Bogey Brothers, and at their facility, and of course, Sherilyn didn't know where we were going or what we were doing, and neither did Lily.
Oh.
I had to spring it on them.
Oh.
I set all this up. I got all this arranged, and I just said, "Get in the car. Don't ask any questions. Hurry up. We're running late."
Right. And we won't tell you why your dirt bike's in the trunk?
The dirt bike was, yep. Well, there was some, they were wondering about that.
Uh-huh.
I lied a little bit. Told Lily, we're going to have it serviced at the shop, and we ended up at this track, and there were these guys that were all there ripping their 250s and their 450 four-strokes.
Ready to give Lily some lessons?
Yeah, and let me tell you, it was something that I've never seen the side of Lily, and I've seen every side of her. Sherilyn and I both didn't see this one coming. Very intimidated when we first pulled up. Long story short.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's loud.
Who would it be?
Well, yeah, I mean, really loud motorcycles and, these guys ripping around and, catching air like 20 feet in the air. It was amazing. But Lily was like, "Oh, hell no, I'm not doing this." And I said, "That's okay. It's all right. And this great lady that owns the place, Shelby, came over and she's like, "Oh, you're Lily, and your dad's been telling me about you. Let me see your motorcycle. Oh, my God, can you pull it out of the back so I can see it better?" So I grab it and pull it out, and she's like, "Wow, I would love to hear it run." Dad kicks it over, and she's like, "Here, try on these Fox pants. I think they would fit you." Lily gets the motocross pants on, and
That was it.
she's like, "You know what? If you take one lap around this little circle right here, you can have those pants." Helmet's on, buckled, boom. Lily puts it in gear, does one little circle around this one part of the track, and then goes right up this huge hill, like something I would never do. Never. Straight up, almost dumped it, went over the top, and she was gone. Gone. And we couldn't get her off of this bike. She just kept going and going and going for hours. Here's a picture of her.
Well,
I got it on the screen right here. And catching air, Raylene. She was catching air.
she knows what she's doing.
Well, she was learning from this 16-year-old Yahoo. This guy was absolutely amazing, Tristan, and yeah. So she's going to be going back up there, and by the middle of the summer, she might be officially racing. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Good gracious.
Dad's getting gray and gray and grayer by the minute.
But Dad keeps sending that stuff up.
Well, I want her to
Experience all those things.
Yeah, and she loves it, man. I mean, we literally could not get her off of this track. And it's like 6 o'clock at night, and we're still there. And she would barely stop to take a sip of water, and then right back at it with these guys that I wouldn't ride with
Well,
at all. I mean, they were spitting dirt up, and they put some goggles on her, and everything. It was amazing. It was just amazing. I finally got a chance to sit down with my phone. I put the readers on, got on the couch, got the blanket, and just got caught up with everything on Facebook. And man, you were just everywhere. What?
it was a busy weekend.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
Great job.
I was super busy.
Tell me.
But it was a lot of fun. I started out Saturday at the bottle drive for the Veterans Place in Northfield, right down here in Barrie at the Domino's parking lot.
Yep.
And I spent a few hours there with Candy Harris and Sheila and a couple of other ladies. I cannot remember everybody's name at the moment.
Those ladies are so fun.
But that was a lot of fun. And then I left there and I went to Glow Up for a little bit.
Yeah.
And the church behind the park was doing free lunches. And I spoke with the ladies there as well for a little bit. And then I headed up to the Thurman Wilder Cancer Kicking Barbecue at Quick Lube. And that was just amazing. The amount of food that they went through, insane. And of course, the wings were just one pile after another.
Was that
Crazy.
Jacob Roy?
And Jacob was cooking. He had one there. It was a little bit different. It had blueberry, jalapeno, bacon, and something else. I can't remember what. This sort of jam that he made up that he was putting over the wings. That was, he said it was different than the one you had last time, and he thought it was even better. So
it was a blueberry chipotle.
Yeah. Yeah, last time it was blueberry. Yep. Chipotle.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I just missed you, I was told, Chris. Chris says sorry that he missed me because he would have given me a big bear hug because we know that he was the big bear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was down there at Domino's for a while, and Spalding was doing a coin drop right in front of Domino's at the same time.
Yeah,
There's just a lot going down on that end. So anyway, then I left the barbecue. I went home, showered, got ready quick to go to the Elks for the gala for the senior center, the benefit that was there. Donna Thunder that was there. Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, they did an amazing job. Not enough kudos could go to them. Ray
She have the
Burke on the
flip-up
sax.
glasses?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And Ray Burke was on the sax, and Sam was on the drums, and of course Chris was there, and a few others.
Yeah.
They had the Fabulous Five ladies that were dancing.
Dancers. Yeah, I saw that.
It was a good night. It was good to go to all those things. And then yesterday I did the meal for the Veterans Place. Yeah.
Wow. You know what's the best part of all this is just the fact that, you know, I don't know. It's not like there's TV crews everywhere that are going around capturing all this.
No.
But we're doing it at Aired Out. We're trying to anyway. I mean, it's you know, we each have a life, and we're
Sometimes I have bags under my eyes come Monday, but
yeah, I do. I do this morning. Look at them.
That's all right.
Whew. I'm wiped out. Mm-hmm. We did a little Cinco de Mayo at my house last night, which was very good. Put down 6 gargantuan tacos. Big ones. Big fat ones.
We didn't do any of that. We did grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh, I love that.
That's what I felt like doing.
No, that's perfect. For the weather, that's perfect.
Well, that's what I thought. And I was tired, and I had already cooked for the veterans. I didn't want to cook for my dad and son.
I don't blame you.
I was all done with that stuff.
What did you cook up for the Veterans Place?
They had shepherd's pie, rolls, brownies, tossed salad, cranberry sauce, and then I brought some fresh fruits to them. So, yeah.
And you drove out to Northfield.
Yes.
Delivered it.
Yeah, and yesterday I met with Bob again. That's the second time I've seen Bob during my deliveries. He's an older gentleman that has lived there for quite some time, and you see him on the posters and stuff.
Yeah.
And he loves to come to the door and get the meal and do all of that, help you get it inside and stuff.
Wow.
It's a great group of men over there. Really is.
And that meal train is continuing. That's ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that the Veterans Place in Northfield says, hey,
Yep.
please make something extra and bring it over.
And I'm going to be picking up an extra weekend here pretty soon. Aaron and I are going to bring over his portable pizza oven.
Oh, my God.
He has a wood-fired pizza oven.
Been looking at those.
So we're going to bring it over there, and with a bunch of fixings and the dough, and make them pizzas. Make them each a pizza.
Wow.
With whatever they want. Well, from the choosings that we have.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so we're going to do that soon. We just figure we'll bring it right over there and park it there.
That's cool that Aaron has one of those.
Yeah. His brother makes them.
I think they're kind of the secret's getting out on those things, because I'm seeing, I clicked on a few of them, and I keep seeing them show
I'm
up in
getting
my
one
feed
for
now.
home.
Are you?
Yep.
Wow.
It only takes 3 minutes to cook a pizza
That's
once
amazing.
it's heated up.
It's amazing.
Pretty cool.
You can bang them out. What's going on? We have a huge car crash on 89 in Georgia that closed part of the interstate there. A fatal crash and a big vehicle fire as a result. God, man, there's some pretty heavy shit in the news. Mondays, coming out of a weekend, there's always some funk.
Yes.
Bad motorcycle accident too that was turned out to be fatal.
Yes, that was in Montgomery.
They say that speed was not a factor, and that there was no alcohol or drugs involved, and that they are investigating the cause behind that crash of that motorcycle. But The guy that perished. They had him in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. He passed away in the ambulance. Very, very sad.
It is.
Virtue Field, another overnight fire.
Second arson in the
Yeah.
past month.
This one in the sportscaster booth. Isn't that nice? Do they have this guy?
Not yet.
I wonder if it's the same guy. Is the first fire over there? This is the Virtue Field is at UVM.
Yep.
Amazing. Speaking of fires, we got another one. A 3-alarm fire in
Burlington.
Tenants displaced out of that apartment, but that one under investigation. Police have a lot of work to do. My God, as if they didn't already have
Yeah,
enough
it's
work
constant.
to do. And then they come out of the weekend into all of this stuff. Negligent homicide charge for a guy in connection with the deadly New Hampshire crash. That's a story that's trending this morning. The Texas floods. Some of the pictures, I mean, it's just hard to see. I don't know.
Yep.
All of the college campuses and universities that were, not all of them, but many of them, had to deal with protesters during commencement ceremonies.
Which is horrible. It's gross.
That would piss me off so much.
Yep.
Yo.
Work all that time.
Yeah, we've
To have
worked.
it
We've
ruined
worked
like
exactly. Exactly. This is our time to shine. We're graduating.
Yeah.
Do your shit some other time.
Definitely a lot of unrest and a lot of some more people caught at the Canadian border crossing over into Vermont. I mean,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff this weekend for sure. Yeah.
Columbia University had canceled its commencement ceremony. And I don't know if you saw. Did you see the video of the? You probably posted it.
I've seen a lot of them. Yes.
The Michigan one.
I didn't. Well, I may have seen the video, but I didn't post it. It was just too nice of a weekend with
Yeah.
all kinds of great things going on
Yeah.
to drown the page with the shit. So I didn't. I figured that was in people's faces enough every time they turned on their TVs or their phone.
Yeah.
So truthfully, I just stopped.
Yeah, no, I get
we
you.
did it last week, and
It's
I
it's
just,
amazing.
It's too much.
It's amazing.
It's too much.
We have construction starting to build these chicanes, which I'm not really familiar with what this all is on Route 108.
They're like
Smuggler's
it's a
Notch.
maze of anything really. So it can be big rocks, it can be gardens, it can just be
Yeah.
grassy bump outs, it can be anything.
Right.
And it's like a little maze of them that supposedly is going to mimic the turns, and so that the truck can't get through those and it won't go any further. My guess is they better be big, because otherwise they'll just drive up over them.
Yeah, I mean, I like to take the motorcycle up through there once or twice every summer, and I'm anxious to see what that all is going to look like. But
Yeah. But lots of road construction going on this
Oh, my
week, and there
God.
are some bridge closings and road closings and some detours and different things like that. But the state report is up. I
You
try to
always-
put that up every Monday,
Yeah.
especially during the summer. So
you always do.
you can look and plan your route if you check that out. It's very well detailed, and they update it often during the week if something else happens, or a time, if there was a different time or something changes.
Right.
It gets updated a lot. So if you just go back to that link, it's a good link to save
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't be, it helps you so that you're not surprised.
Right.
In certain areas, I know over near Guptill Road, that's one of them. Over in Waterbury.
Waterbury.
They're going to start that bridge work over
Yep.
there today. Started this morning.
Yep.
So, And that's going to go pretty much all summer. I think they said like 10 weeks or something like that.
Yeah,
So
it's quite a ways, quite a while.
you have to expect delays.
Yep, for sure.
You have to.
So check it out.
Yeah.
And then I do want to say, because I don't want to forget to say this, but we should give our well wishes to Rosie.
Yes.
Happy Good
God.
Day, Vermont. It turns out that she did not have a broken leg at
was
all.
an infection.
It was an infection in her leg that required surgery. But
Unreal.
she is on the mend, and her parents, they can't say enough about the children's portion of UVM and how wonderful they've been treated and how well Rosie is doing. So thank you to the staff there, and well wishes to Rosie and her family for sure.
Is she still there? I think she's
I
home.
know, I believe she went home. Yep. So I think Saturday, she went home. But yes, but she got a little ways to go. That's no joke. That's nothing to mess around with. You get an infection in your bone.
Oh.
It's it can be very dangerous very quickly.
Very quickly.
And so
Yeah.
well wishes and prayers that they got everything out of there and everything's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And speaking of that, today is Happy National Nurses Day.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Is there another profession that's more important than that? I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
Well, there are a few that are equal to. I don't know that they're more important to, but they're certainly equal to. Yeah. It's a very important profession, for sure.
After witnessing what LNAs and nurses do, just in my little tiny bubble of experience with both of my parents up at Berry Gardens, to see what nurses do and LNAs in the trenches, the hours that they put in, and what they have to deal with.
For real crappy pay.
For shitty pay, and not just the physical work, just physicality alone. Then throw in the hours.
And the emotion.
Long hours. The emotional toll.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd have to deal with people like my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Folks that are ornery and just not enjoying life.
Mm-hmm.
These folks,
It's not easy.
It doesn't matter who they are, where they're from, what they have to deal with is just. I think they're the closest thing to angels that we could ever have.
Mm-hmm.
And
one of my in-home patients used to bite me really hard or pull my hair while screaming ow.
Yeah.
She was screaming ow, the whole time. Yeah, I know, let go, let go, let go. It was shower time. Just hated shower time.
The amount
Thought you were killing them.
the patience that you have to have.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have like the thickest of thick skin.
Yes, you do.
How long would I last doing that shit?
Not very long. Not very long.
Because I would take everything personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, what? Why are you pulling my hair? What have I done to you? You can't be like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Kudos to all the nurses. And if you know a nurse or, frankly, anyone, whether it's a skilled nursing facility or a hospital or what have you, even independent living, drop their name in the comments right now. Give them some love. Give them a shout out.
Absolutely. And so it's also Melanoma Monday.
Okay.
National Beverage Day. I will celebrate that one. No problem.
I did last night.
I'll take it. No problem. And National Crepe Suzette Day.
What?
I don't know.
All right.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
I like crepes.
Crepes?
Yeah.
And me too. They're one of my favorites.
Yeah.
filled with strawberries and cream cheese,
Oh,
drizzled in Vermont maple syrup.
let's see. Forever Young won the 150th Kentucky Derby. Nice photo finish. I didn't watch any of that. And when was that? Friday night, Saturday night, something. I was exhausted. Whatever. Rio de Janeiro, Madonna did a free concert. 1.6 million people. Ugh. On the Copacabana beach. Mm-hmm. Wow. She's still performing. I don't know how old she is. I don't know if I want to know. Speaking of mentioning the Kentucky Derby, I don't know if Lori Shepherd talks about the Kentucky. Probably not, but you never know. With the Four Quarters podcast, they might mention this. They're postponing tonight, and they're going to be with us Wednesday night at 5:30. Mm-hmm. Are you and Michael going to be with us tonight?
We'll be on tonight, yes, 8 o'clock. Barry B, 8 o'clock tonight.
All right.
We've got some things to talk about. I mean, council's coming up this week. There's not a lot of stuff on the agenda. There is stuff, but and then we've got the election coming up very soon.
Yeah.
We won't really touch on that because obviously Michael's running.
Right.
So that we won't say much about that at all.
Okay.
But there's a lot going on. There's a lot to pay attention to, and people really need to pay attention to what's happening around them and really think about things and get to the polls on the 14th. That's what I'll say. And just take a look at the agenda. Tonight's agenda actually rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. Are you shocked by that?
Hold on. Here's my shocked face.
So on the agenda, I noticed that there's this item on there where it's the mayor's going to do like this proclamation, basically saying goodbye to the 3 seats that are coming to an end.
Okay.
Which is Tom, Michael Deering, and Michael Booten. Well, they're not coming to an end, first of all. They're up for re-election. And a week before the election, you're going to send them off and tell them, howdy do? I mean, I just think that's kind of like gross in a way. Like, push you out the door. Are there some votes bought that I don't know about that we should know about? I mean, come on. How can you do such a thing a week before, say goodbye to the people that are up for re-election?
Yeah.
Why would you do such a thing? I don't understand. How about just say goodbye because you're leaving and not going to be the mayor anymore? You could make some sort of speech about that, how great it was to serve with all of these people.
Yeah.
You could do that. And how great they were to you, even though sometimes, you do something like that. But to wish them a farewell, it just seems really, definitely unkind and not following the kindness campaign.
Do we even
It's just disgusting. It pisses me off so bad. And I have things right here on the tip of my tongue that I want to say, but I'm trying to follow the kindness campaign. Trying. Because there are things.
Rosemary is no longer following the campaign. Why do we have to have so many proclamations? I'm not...
He gave out more keys to the city in his very short term than anybody ever has.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which kind of dilutes the significance of future proclamations. I mean, it's like It just seems like, and listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I'm just saying it's like over the last year or so, it just seems like if a chickadee farts in Alaska, we got to have a proclamation about that in Berry City. I mean, it's just I just don't understand.
And somebody say, well, maybe it's going to be nice, and I just feel like there's nothing nice about wishing. It should be to the council as a whole, not specific to the 3 seats that their term is up. Because that says goodbye to me.
Right.
A week before the election. And that's just not.
You know who...
that's a shitty thing to do. And I don't remember it ever being done before.
Yeah. What I think was a solid proclamation was Santa Fe. Now that's real stuff, in my opinion. Talk about somebody that's really doing good for others. From just in a wholesome way from their heart, Santa Fe. That was deserving of a proclamation, in my opinion. But Jesus, all this other stuff, give me a freaking break, man.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing. Some are sure are they, but that's something that's rarely done. It's very special, and I mean it means something. So. Yeah. Gotta have a soapbox or something, I guess. You gotta go down in history for something, so it might as well be giving away the keys, because you sure as hell didn't build anything.
You almost said fuck.
I did. Oh, I came close, but sorry, I can't. We have to move on now, because I'm gonna get in trouble.
You've got something up on Facebook about blood pressure awareness.
There's a clinic today at the senior center.
Why don't you go to it?
I actually have really low blood pressure, and I'm medicated for low blood pressure. Do you believe it?
Well, I'm not.
Do you believe
it?
Just
kidding.
Yeah, I have to take medicine so I can stay upright and not keel over constant. But anyway,
what's going on with this whole bird flu thing? People are freaking. What's happening?
Well, the first mammal to human case has been determined in Texas. So they have verified that is what has happened, and that's quite frightening to a lot of people. Truthfully, I don't pay much attention to that because...
You think a lot of it is just...
Well, no.
Over-embellished scare tactics?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But we just went through 4 years of hell with the whole COVID thing, and I've just decided that what happens in life. I just can't live like that.
Yeah.
What the damage that emotionally that COVID did was, I think, worse than the disease itself.
Yeah. I've heard others say that, and I wholeheartedly agree. Speaking of Texas, 20 inches of rain in less than a week. Wow.
Yeah.
We got one child that has died. We got 400 people that have been rescued from their homes and rooftops, getting airlifted off their roofs.
We know how that is.
Holy shit, man. Texas is, like Stevie Ray Vaughan says, the sky is crying. My God. I mean, that's just amazing. It's amazing. What else is happening? Tesla laid off 500 staff at its supercharger business. Yeah.
I have to answer Joe because Joe said he can get your blood pressure up, Raylene. No, he gets my bitch meter.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference. The bitch meter is that's pretty significant.
It's pretty serious.
Come over and experience that sometime, Joe. What else is happening?
As I said, there's all kinds of different things going on this week. There's the stuff going on tonight over in Williamstown. It's their first market. So from No, hold on a second. Wrong page. I have to get there. I have to get back there. It's tomorrow night at 5 o'clock is when the first Williamstown market night will open up for the season. And that will be in the Hoyt-Seaver Field from 5 to 8.
Okay.
And all kinds of different things, farmers, farmers type market, crafts, and all different kinds of stuff. But that will happen in Williamstown on the first Tuesday of every month.
Yeah.
So,
I love stuff like that, and I wish I could just carve out some time to just go there and ask questions and learn stuff about gardening. And
last year, that is where I got my first ever batch of pickled onions.
Oh.
And I'm addicted to those things now. I put them on everything. Don't put sauerkraut on like a Reuben. Put pickled onions, put them on hot dogs. They're freaking amazing. I put them on salads and everything. Love them. Sandwiches.
Here's the thing.
They're so good.
I love onions. I could eat an onion like an apple. But there's pickled onions that don't even taste like onions.
No, and I because I don't usually eat raw onions. I won't eat raw onions, but I'll eat those. They're amazing. I love them.
I love it. I don't know. I love going to stuff like this. I would love to go. Maybe I'll hop on the motorcycle and rip over there. But I got on this YouTube video about, what to plant, what's too early to plant it. Don't plant this, plant this. Depends on the temperature and the region of where you are and the color on the maps. And oh my God. All I'm trying to figure out is can I plant my peas now? Or do I have to wait till Memorial Day?
I think you have to wait unless you plant them in your house. That's the rule here in Vermont. Do you want to know what the Tuesday night meal is?
Please, calm me down.
Over at the American Legion.
Okay.
Salisbury steak.
Oh, God.
Served with mashed potatoes, carrots, rolls, and dessert. Just $12. Starts at 5:30. Dine in or take out. And please, even if you're dining in, please call 479-9058 to just let them know how many meals you're expecting to pick up, so they make sure to have enough for everyone.
Raylene, if you don't like Salisbury steak, there is something seriously wrong.
I even eat the TV dinner ones. I love them.
I do too.
Like my mom used to feed us that, and my sister and I still love it. That and the pepper steaks. But and then this week's Wednesday meal. So you pretty much wouldn't have to cook all week if you don't want to. There's always something going on. This week's Wednesday meal, take-home meal from Delicate Decadence, is braised short ribs with mashed potatoes and vegetables.
The picture you have is amazing.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You can call and order that up, 802-479-7948. You can email ddbakeryvt@gmail.com, or you can follow the link on our page, and it will link you right up to order that meal. We have a cost breakdown right on our page. Check it out.
Yeah. I want to. We're going to jump back to the calendar, but I want to say a quick happy birthday to Ruthie Adams today. You know Ruthie.
I do.
62 years old.
Who'd have thunk it?
62. Jared Ball's on the list today. Arlene Billington. Happy birthday to Arlene. 85 today. Let's see. Danielle Krosselman. Krista Carpenter, Dylan Spencer. If there's any names that you recognize here, Raylene, stop me and we'll attack them.
I will.
Ashley Key, Naomi Gadbory, Brenda Hutchinson is 71 today. Cheyenne Buck is 37. Ashley Lang, Cameron Campbell, Steve Hogan, 38. And Marcel Messier, 54 years old.
Happy birthday, everyone.
That's it. So the other big ticket items going on this coming weekend are the Mother's Day brunches, which there's going to be one at the Canadian Club. Pretty sure.
Yep. We've got it up there. It's posted up.
Yeah, everything is posted, but
One at the Elks. A couple others. There's different ones that we know about so far, and if we know, they're up there.
yeah.
Yep.
Northfield American Legion has got one going on too. The Central Vermont Cars and Coffee Car Show is going to be on Sunday, on Mother's Day, at Aspen Dental from 9 to 12. And Drew Lamb, who is the organizer of this, has put together kind of like a coupon book for folks to come. You come to the car show, you grab a coupon for something for Mom for Mother's Day. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, nice.
It's a great job. So,
Like you have to, the coupon, Mom can
Yeah.
turn one in for the dishes to be done or something like that, like a homemade like coupon book like that, or for local businesses.
local businesses.
Okay.
Not that doing the dishes for Mom wouldn't be a bad idea. That's a great idea,
Yeah.
Especially if you can't afford
That's
something.
what I think. Moms should get coupon books from their kids
Yeah.
that have coupons for clean the bathrooms,
Yeah.
vacuum the house,
Sure.
take out the garbage,
Yep.
fold the laundry.
You
and
bet.
she can just turn those in when she's,
I'm going to give Sherilyn some coupon books, but they're going to be for other things, not for, doing the dishes and stuff like that, but, other things. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure she'll be super excited.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Fecto Homes. They're hiring for the summer still, I think. They've got all kinds of career opportunities waiting for you, not just one, but several different avenues that you can take. The best thing to do, I think, is to just stop by 350 River Street
Yes.
and walk in there. Listen,
Yeah.
if you don't have a resume, that's fine. Just go in and speak with Dan or anyone there and say, hey,
Jimmy or
yeah, what do you have going on this summer? Maybe I can run some equipment, or maybe I can do some maintenance or some light carpentry or whatever. Fecto Homes is slammed right
yes,
now.
they are super busy.
They're super busy.
They're selling homes right off the lot as well. So they are super busy prepping lots and then, of course, building the new homes up on Beckley Meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check them out on Facebook, FectoHomes.com as well. But yeah, Beckley Hill is just, oh my God, it's amazing. I'd love to fly a drone over there and see everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's gotten huge for sure. Also hiring is Tetros Appliances, one of
Yes.
our new sponsors.
Yeah.
They are seeking technicians because they're just struggling to keep up with the demand of fixing and repairing and doing all those great things. So if you can, and if you are interested, email mark@tetrosaces.com.
Okay.
With a resume or without, just to let him know that you are interested in working for him, and that ad is also on the page.
Yep.
Also hiring is GB Construction.
Yes.
Right here in Barrie. He's looking for someone to help in his construction business, and they do it all: windows, kitchens, baths, roofing, siding, drywall, taping, painting, everything. They do it all year long. So no getting laid off, and Gianni is willing to train anyone, whether you're just if you're just starting out, he's willing to talk to you. Let's, see what we can do. Or if you're really skilled and you just want a change in scenery,
Yeah.
give him a call, 802-279-5947.
I don't think he's looking. I don't want to speak for him, but I don't think he's looking for like you just said, someone who's an absolute pro. What he's looking for is drive, motivation, ambition.
Right. Someone to show up Monday through Friday, like they're supposed to and work.
Sober.
Yeah.
Dependability
Yeah.
is what he's looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, which is what most people look for. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the Source Foreign Cars.
Oh, yeah.
With an absolute incredible inventory down there
They
of
do.
pre-owned Subarus. I drove by a couple of times this weekend. They're all shiny and look beautiful. He just has such a great, Gabe does. He has a great lot, and it's full. He has some beautiful quality used Subarus there. Hatchback, sedans, some super sharp ones for sure. Go down, check it out. He's right on Route 2 in Berlin, or I say Montpelier, but
East
it is
Montpelier.
Berlin.
Yeah.
And so it's not too far past the well, if you're coming from Montpelier,
Yeah.
it's not too far past the tractor dealer.
Yeah,
That's
right.
on the left there. I can't remember
Champlain
which one.
Equipment.
The Kubota place, I think
Yeah.
it is now.
Yeah.
But anyways, or check them out at thesourceautosales.com.
Yeah. Locally owned and operated. Family operated, just like Brad.
Yes.
Just like Brad had for more than 30
Yes,
years. So
it's got a new logo out. Going to be doing some stuff with swag for that new logo to kind of get it all out there. And yeah, good things happening down at the Source.
I want to give a shout out to Bulldog because we're just coming off a weekend of Green Up. Green Up Day was immensely popular. We've seen all the green bags on the side of the road. We've seen a lot of tires. We've seen a lot of stuff, a lot of metal that's been pulled out of rivers and brooks and streams. And I'm telling you, Bulldog is going to be feeling the post results of Green Up Day probably for a little while here. A lot of scrappers
Yeah.
are loading stuff up and doing some site cleanup as well. And they're going to be heading to Bulldog's this week. BulldogMetalRecycling.com if you want to see some of the market prices for some of the metals out there. Iron, brass, copper, steel, aluminum, or as Sherilyn says, aluminium. But we should also say haulers and roll-off customers and storage container rentals too. They cater to all of those needs. Bulldog. Scrapping weather is very much here and alive. Do we know anything more about the Hot Air Balloon Festival? I wanted to ask you about that.
The one at Post Mills?
Yes, at Post Mills.
The 16th through the 18th,
Yep.
I believe.
Or-
I have to look at my calendar
I think
again.
it's 17, 18, 19.
Yep. So it's coming right up at the airport, at Post Mills Airport, and all kinds of great things happen over there that day, that week, that
Yeah.
weekend. Aaron's been getting things prepped up over there for a couple of weeks now. Yeah. It's going to be, hopefully, it's good weather.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, it hasn't been very good weather.
Right.
So hopefully, it's amazing weather this time.
Yeah.
And
I
they
hope so
can,
too. The last time it was too windy.
They can get off the ground a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend wasn't so great either. It seemed like it was going to be, but then Saturday it was really foggy in the morning, and it just didn't work.
Yep.
Yeah,
Should we give a shout out to Ruth here, Quick Lube and Auto Center this morning?
absolutely.
181 South Main Street, Barrie. Everyone knows where they are anyways. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Presenter of the Aired Out podcast. And we just love them.
Yes, we do. And they, too, have a great lineup of quality used automobiles.
Yeah.
Ready for you to drive away in.
Anything Colby gets his hands on is going to look and smell brand new.
And then the shop, they run them through the shop.
Yeah,
They
hard. They check
do-
them out.
They really do. And they have some really sharp looking cars right now.
Yeah, they do.
They have a Cadillac SUV.
Saw that.
They have that crazy Corvette. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, the red one.
Yes,
Yeah, I
and
saw
then
that too.
they have a couple of they have a Jeep, not a, it's a Jeep Cherokee, I think.
Yeah.
No. Ugh, I shouldn't have said that one, but it's the SUV one, not the like Michael Booten Jeep.
Yeah.
And
It's beautiful.
They've got a Honda CR-V up there that's very sharp looking. They have a Toyota 4Runner, super sharp looking.
Yeah.
That one's white. I don't dare to do the white car. Just don't. Everybody, it's the color, but I don't dare to do it.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what it would look like.
I have a white car that's kind of yellowed a little bit.
Yeah, I don't.
Right
You
now?
know, they just get dirty so quick. I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
would drive me crazy because
Oh, yeah.
you know how I am. I'd be wanting to hose that thing off every second. It would drive me nuts. My dark blue car is bad enough as it is because it always looks dirty to me. It always looks dusty and scratched up.
They don't fool around over at Ruthier's.
No, they
They
don't.
are very picky about
Yep.
what vehicles they take and turn around.
Yes, and you can sit right down with Tina, and she will help you all. You know, walk you through all of the financing stuff and help you get on your way.
Family owned for over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Full service auto repair, detailing, reconditioning, state inspections, tires. Name it, they got it. They do it.
Absolutely.
But
and
make
if you
it-
haven't gotten those tires changed around now, or at least your appointment scheduled, you better be calling them. Get it done.
I just had mine done. And now that it's quieter to drive, starting to notice some other sounds coming.
Well-
I don't know where. It could be exhaust.
I told you a year ago, bulldogs.
How much you think I could get from my car? Over
More than it's worth.
Oh my God! You know, I bought that Corolla with 4,000 miles on it,
Yeah.
and it's been dealing with me since. Poor thing.
Dealing with you is right because you don't ever fix it. You don't ever put any money into it. But well, you do now. You do now. You do now. Now that Quick Lube is in your life, you do. But you had never even changed the transmission fluid or anything in that thing. You forgot that those things had to
that
happen.
it had a transmission. How am I supposed to remember?
Most people
it's
like
got
at
a-
100,000 miles change the timing belt, things like that. At least get it tightened. You know, have things checked out, done. JD's like, what?
Whatever.
The air filter that had never been changed.
All right, I'll give you that.
Shit.
The air filter was
That
pretty bad.
that thing, you're lucky it still rides your ass around. Before we go, I want to mention this really because I think this is really cool, and I'm probably going to follow it just to see what happens, what they find. But I like these sorts of things. But the historian investigate the possible burial site of the Waterbury hospital
yeah.
patients.
Yeah.
The Vermont historians are launching an investigation into state hospital patients believed to be buried on Perry Hill in Waterbury. Representative Ann Donahue, Republican, Northfield, Berlin, has spent over a decade working to identify their unmarked grave sites. It seemed to me that we owed them to be identified, to give their families and their, and their identities back, Donahue explained. I just think that's super cool, and I hope that they are able to figure out who is there and update the plaque. They do have a plaque there, but it only says, Perry Hill Cemetery, tells a little bit about it. But to be able to add the names, and if they in fact investigate and find that it is a burial ground, they will fence it off and block it from the bike path and stuff. Yeah.
That story's been that kind of surfaced a little bit a couple of weeks ago, and it's picking up some steam.
It is, and it is important, and that was a really gross time for Vermont, I think. I really do. Some of the things that happened in those walls
Yep.
is
And
absolutely horrible and
underground.
frightening. Yeah,
and underground too.
I know some people that had family members there. I know a few people that they had family members that were there. I know one young woman who her mom was there for many years and ended up committing suicide there. I mean, lots of things there, and I think we owe them at least that.
Yeah, I agree. Don't forget, tonight, 8 o'clock, Barry Beat.
Yes.
You and Michael. Right here, where you are now. Lori Shepard at the Four Quarters Podcast is going to hold off until Wednesday. I think they'll be on at 5:30 on Wednesday night, but we'll be letting you know. And
they will be.
We're looking at 71 degrees later today, Raylene. 71 with some...
around 4 o'clock, I think. Finally, we'll get there.
Well, we're going to say partly sunny.
Tomorrow
not
is the
cloudy.
pick of the week. It's supposed to be a stellar day. That's how it was worded. Tomorrow, and then rain for several days after.
Yeah, tomorrow sunny and 68, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
not nice.
I'm just looking here. Yeah. Hopefully we're not going to, get any flooding. But I don't know. It just makes me think of this time last year. You remember we had a real wet May and June. It pretty much rained the entire month of June, and that set us up for the July flood.
That's not going to happen this year.
We are watching carefully and paying attention.
And Tina, tell Donald to bring his car to the car show.
Oh, my God, please, yes.
I'm not telling anybody what it is, but bring it.
Yeah. Don Rithier?
Yes.
Oh, well, it would be amazing. I don't know what it is. I don't care. If it's Don Rithier's, it's going to be amazing.
It's a kick-ass car.
I'm sure it is.
It's a kick-ass car.
Whatever it is, I would like to drive it. Just down the road a pinch. I'll be right back.
Do you have a hammer to hit him over the head with first?
Price Chopper parking lot. I'll be back.
Because you're going to need it.
In 5 minutes.
5
minutes. Thanks for liking and following the page. Don't forget to comment and share any episode you enjoy.
Yes, the 83.
We are always live, always local, never edited. Seen and heard on Facebook and YouTube from Fly on the Wall Productions. Streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutVT.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a marvelous rest of your day. It is Monday. We will get through the work week together. We will we'll entertain you. We'll give you information. We'll have some fun. And it is an absolute honor to do so. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.